When it comes to sports, sneaker companies typically have their logos plastered anywhere and everywhere. As a result, they partner with all of the top athletes in sports. There are a few exceptions to this rule, Santino, but a notable one comes in the way of the sweet science, boxing. And there are probably a number of reasons for this one. Most notably, the lack of traditional sneakers being worn in a fight. There were a few fighters who got notable shoe endorsements, such as Manny Pacquiao under Nike, Canelo Alvarez under Under Armour, Roy Jones Jr. under the Jordan brand, also Andre Ward under the Jordan brand. But it didn't turn into a pop culture and lifestyle phenomenon similar to the shoe lines of NBA stars such as Michael Jordan. Santino, you know the sneaker culture too well, and tamang-tama yung kausap ko ngayon. Talagang you fit the bill. You're the right resource person for this discussion. Is it the sport or is it the shoe that prevented it from becoming part of the everyday get-up of a regular person?
I think it's a mix of things para sa akin. Yun nga, nabanggit mo na it's the sport. I think what made sneaker culture it is today is because of yung being able to, kumbaga, incorporate sneakers into your daily lifestyle. Or being able to incorporate it into, kumbaga, your fashion sense. That's why basketball sneakers like Jordans, mga Kobe's ngayon are so big kasi they've transcended yung purpose niya of being a function shoe. Naging na siyang lifestyle shoe, naging siya ng pamporma, ganun. I think ang hirap gawin nun kasi if you kung lalabas ka ng bahay na naka-hyper KO ka or naka-boxing boots ka, diba? So parang it's more of, I think, boxing as a sport itself isn't as lifestyle friendly when it comes to yung apparel nila as say basketball or running. I think it's because of basically yung the sport itself is not as culture friendly when it comes to style, when it comes to fashion. Although yeah, as tayo like I don't know if I can consider, I'd say I'm a boxing expert. I'm a boxing aficionado. So may ano rin ako na napapatingin ako sa mga boxing boots ganun. Kaya when sila Roy Jones, sila Andre Ward, sila Triple G came out, tapos suot nila yung mga Jordan brand na boxing boots sila. Sobrang eye-catching para sa akin kasi more than I'm more of a sneakerhead than I am a boxing aficionado. So being able to see the Jumpman logo being worn by boxers is something interesting para sa akin.
Since nabanggit mo na si Andre Ward tsaka si Roy Jones, why do you think the Jordan brand wasn't able to recreate its magic when they had Roy Jones, who was the the biggest star in the late 90s and the early 2000s? Tapos Andre Ward, who's really a brilliant boxer and one of the few guys, or one of the who almost had the achievement of becoming undisputed champion at 168 pounds. Tapos yun nga, Gennady Golovkin as a rising star when he got the endorsement deal with Jordan brand. Why do you think they failed to recreate or to emulate the same magic they had with basketball shoes?
Yeah, going back to yung point ko kanina, it's all about yung being able to translate yung equipment mo from the ring, kumbaga, to outside. So if kunwari Jordan or Nike was able to develop a boxing sneaker that also looked good, even kunyari, kahit sabi mo maglabas ka ng mid-cut na boxing boot na it would look good outside the ring. Hindi siya weird tignan pag gamit mo siya with shorts or with jeans or with jogger pants, whatever. Tsaka yun nga, boxing kasi is a very niche sport. It's not as mainstream as basketball. And it's hard, like pag tinanong mo sa basketball who's the best of all time, easy answer would be Michael Jordan. So, kumbaga, yung aura ni Michael Jordan did a lot to elevate the brand nung sneakers niya.
Mm.
And from that, nag-snowball na into, it became a lifestyle thing, it became a culture thing. Iba pa rin talaga yung impact ng basketball,
Mm.
culture, sneakers, etc.
Mm.
as it is with boxing. So, hindi pa talaga ganun ka-mainstream ang boxing for it to be able to transcend yung gear, yung forma, for it to be able to transcend into lifestyle para maabot niya yung level na nangyari with Jordan, with Nike when it comes to boxing, when it comes to basketball apparel and sneakers, ganun.
I want to pick your mind lang, Santino, kasi kaya ba hindi sumikat yung Kobe 9? Kasi kung matatandaan natin yung Kobe 9, kung ididikit mo yung Kobe 9 sa Nike Macho Man, ang taas sila pareho eh. Pareho silang high cut eh. Pagkakamala mo pa nga yung Kobe 9 as a boxing shoe, kahit dininay pa ni Kobe at that time na parang hindi, it's my own design. Pero it looked like a pair of boxing shoes. Your take on this?
Ika ni Brooks Buffer, virtually identical. If you look at it now, kung like ako kasi I follow sneaker culture, I follow the NBA quite religiously. No? Tapos, isa sa mga nagiging trends ngayon is basketball players wearing Kobe's. Especially since Kobe himself passed away in 2020. People have started, or NBA players have started leaning into yung Kobe as their, kumbaga, daily driver sa NBA. You have guys like sila DeMar DeRozan, sila Ja Morant, sila Lonzo Ball. Ang daming players sa NBA who have opted to rock. Ika nga ng mga bata ngayon, rock. The Kobe line. Pero kung titignan mo, it's always the low-cut Kobe's. Kobe 6, Kobe 7, Kobe 8, Kobe 5, 4, gano'n. May mga iba na bumabalik sa mid-cut na 1, 2, 3. Bihira ka makakita na nagsusot nga ng Kobe 9. Because nga, parang, I think for these guys, it looks very restrictive kasi, well, yung myth dati was kung magbabasketball ka, dapat complete ankle protection, high cut dapat sa sapatos mo. That's what the Kobe 9 offered. But yeah, if you look at it, it's not as popular as the other Kobe Pro Throws are now. And yeah, it does look like a boxing boot. So for a time, ako nun, I was trying to look for a pair of Kobe 9s para yun yung pambaboxing ka dati. So I think that's one of the reasons why. Kahit yung next signature Kobe 10, naglabas sila ng high-cut version na gano'n din yung itsura. Mukha rin siyang semi-boxing boot. Hindi rin siya gano'n kasumikat. Mas sumikat pa yung low-cut version niya. So, yeah, I think it's because it's hard to pull off high-cut sneakers na pamporma.
Santino, team mo ba malaking factor yung kunyari, alam mo yan, sinubukan siya ng luminaries, celebrities outside the sport. Kasi kung babalikan natin yung Jordans when it was released, totoong it created both unang-una controversy in the league. Alam naman natin yung story behind the first Jordans. Tapos nakagawa talaga siya ng public traction talaga. I mean, public buzz talaga. And then all of a sudden talaga yung tao nakiride dun sa hype. And then celebrities started to rock the Jordans, the first Jordans, especially the OG colorway. Do you think kung kunyari meron nangahas to wear those at a public event, let's say a red carpet premiere or something, do you think we're not having this conversation right now?
Posible. Yeah, it takes just one person, one brave fashionista to take the leap and say na, ang ganda na hyper KO. Suotin ko yan sa Met Gala. Parang gano'n, di ba? So, yeah, well, exactly. We may not be having this conversation if kunwari, someone as fashionable as say, sino ba mga sikat na fashion icons yan? Harry Styles.
Wag na tayo lumayo. Kanye West.
Kanye West. Sabi na, during his time with Nike, sinabi kay Kanye West na, suot ako ng na hyper chaos o macho mice sa VMAs or sa BET. I wouldn't be surprised kung biglang si Nike, kasi I'm sure meron mga magja-jump on the bandwagon. Oh, ginawa ni Kanye, gagawin ko rin yan. Macho mice with jeans, gano'n. And then I wouldn't be surprised kung si Nike maglabas ng macho mice na player exclusive na Kanye West. Kasi mamaya magde-design na si Kanye West ng signature sneaker na medyo mukhang boxing boot pero hindi mukhang boxing boot. Ganun. I mean, it really just takes one brave, influential soul, kumbaga, to start a trend. And who knows? Kasi like what you said with Michael Jordan, kailan lang naman naging uso yung magsuot ka ng pang-basketball na sapatos na pamporma? Kasi naalala ko nung bata ako, kapag
tabu yun eh.
Kung magpapang-basketball ka na forma, jologs ka, gano'n. Wala kang fashion sense. But now, yun yung norm eh. Kung nakapang-basketball ka na, okay lang. Kasi Michael Jordan yun. So yun nga, it just takes one brave guy, one brave athlete, one brave celebrity to try and pull off boxing boots on a red carpet or on a major fashion runway. Who knows? Mali, baka in the next few years, marami nang hype na boxing boots, di ba?
Now let's talk about the Nike deal with Manny Pacquiao. Santino, he had the full collection eh. Hindi lang Nike Macho Mai, nagkaroon pa siya ng 2012 na Nike Hyper KO. Nagkaroon pa nga siya ng version nung alam ko ng same specs ng Nike Hyper KO pero yung ilalim Nike Free. So ganun yung soles niya. Now, nagkaroon pa siya ng mga trainers. So I mean, it's not just boxing shoes. As a sneakerhead, nakakapagtaka ba sa'yo na it didn't, what made it not click with the masses, especially in the Philippine market?
I think it's more of the availability. And yun nga, I think this was the lack of it's the lack of options and the availability. Una-una, ang hirap maghanap ng Nike na boxing boots or boxing boots dito sa Philippines. You'd have to parang kailangan mo pa mag-order abroad or the very select ang sellers na yung mga nagbebenta ng boxing boots ngayon they just have kumbaga yung basic colors. So asa ka pa kung makakuha ka ng hyper KO na Manny Pacquiao PE dito sa Philippines, diba? And I think they didn't even mass produce it. I think it was just specifically for him. Plus nga, I think the selection of yung nilabas na gear sa kanya. Yung mga trainers niya, albeit sabihin natin, they look good because we're Manny Pacquiao fans and pag Pinoy nakakita ng Pinoy na kulay on sneakers, uy, yung ganda. But to be honest, yung mga trainers na nilabas weren't actually the best looking trainers. And if Manny Pacquiao was able to hold on to that Nike deal, I believe na mas marami sanang pwedeng possibilities na gawin ngayon. Especially nga na nag-boom na ang sneaker culture, not just in the Philippines but all over the world. Or at least siguro mas naging sikat siya dito. So imagine, I wouldn't be surprised kung in 2019 naglabas ng Manny Pacquiao inspired na mga Flyknit trainers. Yun. I'm sure bebenta yun. Maglabas ang Manny Pacquiao inspired na mga Air Force One or
React, no?
sabi yun. Epic React na Manny Pacquiao colorway. Benta yun, I'm very sure. And try mo if Nike was able, I think they came out with one basketball PE for Manny Pacquiao but hindi nga, again, it wasn't a popular sneaker. Imagine kung right now maglabas si Nike ng mga Manny Pacquiao X Kobe Bryant na colorway or Manny Pacquiao inspired na mga hyper dunks or whatever. I'm sure ang daming boxing fans sa NBA, ang daming Manny Pacquiao fans sa NBA. I'm pretty sure a lot of them would be rocking Manny Pacquiao player exclusives on court. And bring it here. Dami yung mga UAAP players during the time of before nag-shutdown yung league sa pandemic. Ang daming sneakerhead sa UAAP noon. Ang daming athletes na seeded ng Nike. So if we had a Manny Pacquiao line dedicated to just basketball, Dahil nga, Manny Pacquiao himself was a basketball fan. I wouldn't
And
be surprised.
a basketball player.
Play. Yan. Di ba? Exactly. So, kunwari,
Sorry,
sinabi
I
ng
have to
Nike.
say it.
Diba? It would have been a brilliant marketing plan for Nike. Nalaman nila, magde-debut si Manny Pacquiao sa PBA or sa local basketball league nila. Gawan natin nung kung ano man yung top of the line sneaker nila that time. Gawan nila ng Manny Pacquiao na player exclusive. I-debut niya sa first game niya sa PBA. Then i-public release, i-release nila publicly to the market. Kain yun. Grabe yun.
Santino, it didn't work with Manny Pacquiao and other boxing stars. Do you think it's a missed opportunity when Reebok didn't pursue a deal with Floyd Mayweather, who has been using Reebok since 2009? Bakit si Floyd? Ang nakikita ko, bakit si Floyd ang ginawa ko example? Kasi si Floyd yung masasabi mo may expensive taste when it comes to fashion. Na parang feeling ko na parang Floyd is someone who could start a trend. Pero tingin mo ba it's a missed opportunity on the part of Reebok?
Not lang si Floyd Mayweather, I think Conor McGregor even, yung sumikat na, yung naging parang Air Force Ones ng Reebok the boxing sneaker, boxing boot nila. I think si Conor McGregor also was seen wearing a pair of those. But ang hirap sabihin eh. Yun nga, siguro Reebok was wary of the past or the history between boxing endorsers. And si Floyd Mayweather has always been someone who has had quite a hard time staying out of controversy, kumbaga. So I guess si Reebok decided not to pursue na lang a deal. I'm sure they had something under the table na parang, we'll seed you with the shoes. You don't have to, I guess you don't have to have a formal partnership. Seeing Floyd Mayweather wear those boots alone, I'm sure nag-benefit din si Reebok from that. And kung yun yung choice ni Floyd Mayweather, who are we to argue kung ano yung feel niya suotin? But I wouldn't call it a missed opportunity. I think it's just para mahirap lang talaga mag all out on a boxing endorser given na hindi as complete yung experience, kumbaga, kasi you're not able to wear it sa lifestyle, you're not able to wear it for comfort. It's mainly talaga just a function shoe.
Well, Santino, I hope to see you shopping in your A6 fighting shoes instead of your Yeezys in the years to come.